What is the relationship between the proposed sidewalk on Chauncey Lane and the woods?
Say that one more time.
Okay, I've been asked to repeat the question. What is the relationship between the proposed sidewalk on Chauncey Lane and the woods?
I think this is in reference to the controversial project proposal by the county to link the South County Trailway to the aqueduct. And part of that proposal involves building a sidewalk from Five Corners up to the edge of Hillside Woods to provide a way for hikers to reach the woods. That's a particularly dangerous stretch along Reynolds Field and would benefit greatly from a sidewalk. And if the county is offering to pay for the construction of such a sidewalk as part of a connection through the woods, we are certainly all for it. What we are not for is anything in the woods that degrades its current natural wild feel. I am on record as having never supported gravel or wood chips or some sort of elaborate over-engineered proposal by the county to lay a path through the woods from end to end. What we have always been for, explicitly, is a natural path following existing trails that would involve what you find in the Adirondacks or in the Catskills, which are metal discs up on trees every 20 or 30 feet that blaze a trail. Somebody can follow those blazes up on the trees and not get lost. That would allow somebody to walk from Five Corners up the sidewalk through the woods and to the South County Trailway without becoming lost. The county offered us the monies for this trail. Of course we should take it. The county also paid for Hillside Woods with the intention of eventually using it in a network of trails. And in gratitude to the generosity, of course we should cooperate.
Thank you.
I'd have to disagree. In reference to the original question, I believe that a sidewalk along Chauncey Lane is critically important for the safety of our school children. That being said, the county planners were only offering us that sidewalk if we took a whole host of other strings attached. And primary among that was a connection from Hillside Woods across Lawrence Avenue to the South County Trail. South County Trail is a very heavily biked, paved road. One of the problems we have is that if you look at the intermunicipal agreement, it specifically states that the Hillside Woods shall not be used for wheeled vehicles. Well, if you make a connection to a bike path, you're going to end up with bikes in the woods. It's fairly logical. The other issue that was raised here is there were claims of potential lawsuits and being denied further grants. If we didn't accept this, we'd be looked at as bad neighbors. In a letter to the Enterprise this week, actually, County Legislator Tom Abenanti said, and I quote, "The future of Hillside Woods should be a home rule decision. Hastings should carefully fashion its own vision for the woods." This is a very fragile glacial park. Anything that we do there, with the possible exception of some very small maintenance items of possibly putting a small diversion in, whatever, is going to negatively affect the woods. The county seems bent on putting wood chips in. It will kill the vernal pond when the wood chips wash into that pond. The county claimed that they had scaled back their plan from 2 years ago, and in fact, it was exactly the same plan. So once again, we're spinning our wheels, responding to the same issues time and time again. We can maintain those trails with our volunteers the little bit that's necessary without having the county come in and telling us what needs to be done.
Thank you.
You know, you don't have a discussion with a friend by shutting it down and saying end of negotiation. The county is still willing to discuss what form that trail should take, and we should continue discussing it with them. The county is a friend and not an adversary. I'm not going to sit there and argue about the IMA or worry about going to court with a colleague that's given us $1.1 million to buy these woods and save them from development, as well as another $1.4 million for projects that we've all enjoyed in this village. The fact is that friends talk to one another and cooperate. And if we, in a tough fiscal environment, want to continue to rely on the goodness of our friends, we cooperate and try to find something that works out for both of us. I will say now that anything other than a natural trail, no gravel, no asphalt, is right for this community and will be the only solution.
Thank you.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
All right. What I would have to say about that is that friends don't feel the need to roll over whenever a friend makes a request. Sometimes you have to tell a friend no. And when it comes to connect to the one part of the county's request, which involves connecting Hillside Woods to what is primarily a bicycle path, it makes a great deal of sense for protecting that natural environment, that fragile glacial park, a resource for our school children who go to Hillside Elementary, to keep bicycle traffic out. You're not going to keep bicycle traffic out if you build that connector. No sign is big enough to keep them out. They'll go in there. Moreover, in a tough fiscal climate, under the agreement, we would be responsible for maintaining it and taking care of the additional traffic in our woods. We can't afford this agreement.
Thank you.